Now, AMC's price action over the last couple of weeks has been a few ticks short of exciting. And because of it, we can see a lot of people, I don't know if they're becoming uninterested, but they are certainly consuming less content when it comes to AMC stock. But another thing that's very weird is that YouTube is promoting a lot of AMC content from several months ago. And I can't figure out if it's because they're trying to bring that excitement back, if they know something that we don't know. You know, you can sit here and speculate all day long. But I want everybody to be prepared. Prepared for the future no matter what it holds. So in this video, we're going to go over 3 different scenarios of how AMC stock could play out and whether or not you guys are prepared and ready for, of course, the mother of all short squeezes. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2021 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day and we are growing our portfolios together. All right, look, the first scenario, let's go through it rather quickly because I believe this is going to be one of the less likely scenarios we see play out, and this is if AMC stock continues to fall down. Let's briefly look at some of the different levels of support that we have just in case the price keeps falling in the short term. So we're currently sitting in the mid-30s. I would say somewhere between roughly around the $34 range is where we held out before. $34 to $34.50 is going to be a strong level of support. Below that, in the low 30s. Of course, you know, 30 to 32, it's a range, guys. There's no dead-on support level that says this is the number it has to go to. If it falls down, it breaks it. If it bounces off, excellent. And then unfortunately, okay, let's talk about breaking that $30 line just in case we get a lot of selling pressure and maybe a lot of shorts coming in the near term. $28 is what we tapped before, $28 and change. So if that doesn't hold up, I'm not excited about it because the next real level of support that we have, we've got a baby level of support somewhere around the $26 range that we tested as we were breaking out higher at the very beginning of June, okay? Maybe end of May, beginning of June. So we've got that level in there, but beyond that, okay, if this thing starts to fall apart a little bit, you're looking at the lower 20s. Now, I do believe that this is probably the least likely scenario we see play out, AMC stock going down and breaking through all of these levels of support. There are so many people out there waiting to buy the dip. There are so many people out there wishing they had that opportunity beforehand. So if we see the price begin to fall, like I'm talking about here, there's a very high likelihood that so many people step in to buy that the support levels are just eaten up and we bounce off of them and move higher from there. So let's look at the probably most likely scenario that we have here. And I say probably because anything is possible when it comes to AMC. We could have the squeeze tomorrow. We could have the squeeze next week. We could have the squeeze next month. Nobody knows when it's going to come, and that possibility is always around the corner. But let's talk about consolidating in the range we're in. Okay, somewhere between the $30 and $40 mark. Price action is boring when you're consolidating. I get it. I understand. People want swings. People want volatility. People want wild price action, especially if they're going to stay interested in something for a very long term. We get it, right? We understand. But here's the deal. We've traded sideways for a very long time in the past, and we made it through that, and we absolutely rocketed higher. So if we trade sideways, we may trade in this $30 to $40 range for several months. But guess what we did before? We rocketed higher. Guess what we could do again? We could rocket higher. So I don't want anybody to get discouraged if the price moves sideways or starts to channel a little bit. Here's why. That is exactly what the hedge funds, that is exactly what the short positions, that is exactly what mainstream media wants you to do, is get bored. Now, why do they want you to do that? Because they know that that equals the highest likelihood in you selling the stock. They cannot win this thing. They cannot be profitable on their short positions if you do not sell the stock. And they know if you're bored, if you don't get the returns that you want in a very short amount of time, the likelihood of you selling AMC increases exponentially. So I'm here to tell you right now, mentally prepare for that. Okay, I know that everybody is always saying the squeeze is around the corner, the squeeze is going to happen tomorrow, this and that, it gets exciting. And then when it doesn't happen, it can be discouraging. They know this. They know that we want our returns and we want them now. They know that all they have to do is hold longer than us and they win. So here's the deal, guys. Stay strong even as the price is trading sideways. Because it's easy to hold the stock when you're going down, right? Because nobody wants to sell at a loss. It's easier to buy on the dips. It's easy to hold the stock as it's rising higher and you're gaining and gaining and gaining every day. But if you start to think about all of the opportunity costs, well, I could just, AMC's been doing nothing but trading sideways for months. I could sell it, I could buy another stock and make a ton of money, and then come back and get into AMC. They know how people think. They know this and the opportunity cost of holding AMC as it trades sideways. But here's what they also know. If we go out, if we sell, they know how many people are holding. They know how many accounts are selling. They know who's day trading. They know all of this stuff, and they can absolutely take advantage of it if they just go out there and cover their positions as volume is remaining in some sort of a higher than normal state, but the price action is trading sideways. So please do not allow them to get any footing. Now, finally, the ultimate scenario is that AMC stock begins to move higher, we begin to hit higher highs, and we potentially are facing the AMC stock short squeeze. Now, some of the things that we've talked about a lot in the past, and maybe you can go back and look at some other videos, or I can make some more videos in the future here, some things that you need to have prepared. Will you be using a market sell or a market order or a limit order when you go to sell your AMC stock? There's pros and cons to both of these. Do you have a price point in mind that you're looking at getting out of AMC stock at? Do you know what for you specifically, not for everybody else trading AMC, but for you specifically, do you know what that life-changing number is? Have you done the analysis? Do you know how much money you need to finally reach that financial freedom and financial security level that we're all here striving for? Have you prepared for what happens if the volatility gets so crazy that you can't sleep at night? Do you have a plan in place for when AMC stock absolutely begins to squeeze and all of these emotions are running through your mind? Should you take the profit? Should you let it run? Should you do this? There should be absolutely no should yous when it comes to AMC stock squeeze. When AMC starts to run, you should have your plan in place. You should be calm, and it's okay to call an audible, right? It's okay to make decisions on the fly, but you should have everything planned out in advance on what you're going to look for, because I don't want anybody to get caught empty-handed and to be wondering, should I, could I, what if I did this? And all of these questions need to be answered in advance so that you make as much money as possible when it comes to the AMC stock short squeeze. So guys, simply down in the comments below, I want to see encouragement, nothing but encouragement, no matter what scenario we see play out. If AMC stock goes down, if it trades sideways, or if it goes up, I want to see everybody building each other up, and I want to know that everybody is prepared for the day that AMC finally decides to short squeeze. And if this button right here is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. If you're brand new to trading, there's a link in the description below for Webull. It is an excellent brokerage account, and a $100 deposit is going to get you a couple free stocks. Sell those stocks, keep those stocks, whatever you want to do, they are your stocks. ClayBro883 on Twitter and Instagram. And of course, guys, until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.